Good morning, friends. Well, I did it. I went online to Hoover's Hatchery and ordered me some baby chicks. Just not getting enough eggs for as many people as want them. And even though people are buying their own chicks, I still think that it's a thing to do. So I got some green eggers. I want you to look at this. There they are. Look how cute they are. I got 10. I don't see 10. Let's see how many heads we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only see 9 heads. Let's see. Do I have any dead ones in there? Are they hiding? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's 10. Aren't they just the cutest? They're already pecking each other. Look at that. Goodness. So next I went to Tractor Supply and got some of the sawdust so I can put it in the bottom of their. I've got a little tub out there in the shop. I'm going to put them out there and get everything all ready. I just wanted you to see them. They're just so cute, aren't they? I heard my dogs barking and I go look out the window. And what do I see? See some deer. They're feeding in the bottom where the pond used to be. I'm going to have to really fence off my new little seedling apple and peach and plum trees. I'm getting some grapes too. Looky there, isn't that pretty? I get real shaky whenever I get that close. Look at them, they're just eating. They're not afraid of anything. It's not deer season, is it? And I'm way up here at the house too, so life is good, isn't it? I actually had a tub that I had bought for other purposes that I decided that I was going to use for them. So I've got their food and their water ready. And I went to Tractor Supply and bought some pine shavings. So the next step is to, let me see if I can put this down in there and have it where you can see what they do. Stick it right here. Let's see here. This may not work at all, but I'm going to try it. Okay, littles, are you ready to go eat and drink and get to your new home? Okay, here's you a drink of water. Here's your drink of water. And here's your bite to eat. Now you know where the food and water is. There you go, Tinky. There you go. Let's see if I can do this. I can't really see what's going on. Here's your drink of water. Here's your bite of food. Here, well, hang on. Here's your bite of food. There you go. There you go. Everyone has to know where the water is and where the food is, because they've never had any food or any water before at all. No, they haven't. Alright, here you go. Here's your drink. And here's where the food is. You give them the water first so that the water sticks to their mouth. And then you just kind of poke their head in it just for a brief little second. And then whenever you poke their head into the food will stick to the water. And there's that. And there's that. Looky here, this one already has its feathers growing in. And it was shipped day before yesterday. Here you go, here's you some water. Here's you some food. I can't do 2 things at once, guys, so if I miss one, it's just sorry. That's all I can say. Here you go. Here's this. There. And right there. And though the last one, but you're not the least one. There's water, and there's food. Okay, there you go. Now, I'm going to put what you were brought home in on the bottom here, so you have your own little smell here. You can get on that and know that that's yours. Alright, so they sent me two things. One is called Immune Glow. I don't know if you can see that. And the other one says infused with essential oils. So that's kind of cool. That came in the bottom of the pack. So you wouldn't even know that if you didn't get that little packet out. So next, I have some, it's going to scare them. I have something to keep them in there. And to keep the, let's see what we can do next here. Next we're going to put this right here. We're going to put this on this side. And plug it in. Now, they'll have a little bit of heat. And I really don't have anywhere to lift that. I'll have to do that later so that it'll stand up there and they can get warm right underneath it, and it won't melt the plastic or burn or anything, because there's nobody in here. There's not anything on this side. The chickens are on the other side. So I'll do this for now, and then I'll drape a towel over the other half that'll be far enough to where it won't catch on fire, and it'll keep all the drafts out off of them. Now what they'll do is they'll get under that heat when they're cold, and when they're warm they'll go away from it. Right now they look like they might be a little bit chilly, so they're trying to get them some warmth by getting up, huddling up with each other, and getting under that heat lamp. Okay, so I think I've got it fixed good. They won't be able to get out, and they have towels over the top of them, except for in that one spot where they can't catch on fire. And I've got this little drawer pulled out. It's my little miscellaneous drawer. And I've got towels over them to keep them warm, and I've got food and water in there, and they are all huddled down underneath that warmth. And it looks to me like one of them is actually trying to protect the other ones with her wings. Looky there at that one right there. Looks like she's trying to cover the others. Come on. Oh, it won't focus on anything but that wire. Let's do it this way. Well, she's not doing it now, of course. I've got it where it'll focus on them good. Yeah. Aren't they precious? Oh, I love spring and baby chicks, both. Both. Look how cute they are. I noticed yesterday that Hazel was sitting on the side of that nest, and she was eating something out at the bottom, and I thought, oh no, I wonder if one of those baby eggs, or one of those eggs hatched and she's eating the baby. But no, it wasn't that, because I saw the eggshell out here in the cage that she's in, and it looked like maybe it was one that cracked or something. There was some days in the very beginning where it froze overnight, and I mean it got really, really cold, and I was wondering how in the world she was going to keep them warm enough, because she wasn't sitting on them yet. And I guess she finally discovered that one must have been cracked and broken, and she ate it, which is good for her, I guess, as long as it's not nasty and old. But I don't know how much longer she's got. I figure it's going to be a few more days.
This is the 10th, I think, so it'll be, I guess it'll be when it is. I need to go ahead and pull him out of there. I'm kind of wondering how in the world I'm going to do that, because he doesn't really need to be in there while she's got baby ducks in there. So that might be a fun little job. There's a door right here where the rooster's hiding, and there's also a drop down right here, and that might be the best way to do it. Just put some. They really, really like corn. So if I put corn over here, I can drop that down, and he comes over to eat. I think I can grab him. He's really sweet and really tame. I don't think he'll fight me much. And what I'll do is I'll have to take this right here and clean it up and get it ready. Pull out all of the stuff and take the heater out. I've got it wired in up there, so that just in case the chickens decide they want to try to get out and stuff, that they can't, but, or, you know, tear it up or whatever. He's a lot bigger, and he could probably tear up things that they couldn't tear up. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll put him in here, and then just leave her over there with her babies. And of course, I haven't done anything with the rabbits yet. They're just about 3 months old now, so they really need to be, at least be separated, girl boy. More than anything. I was just, the weatherman said that we were supposed to have some really cold weather next week, but the thing happened. He came on yesterday and said, well, it looks like the data has changed. It's not going to be so cold after all. So it looks like they're starting to get little fight marks on their skin. I don't know if you can notice this one right here. It's probably a girl. Probably a girl trying to make them stay away from her. And they'll start testing. But the girls can't have babies until I think they're 6 or 8 months, somewhere in there. So it's time for me to separate them, and I've got plenty of cages, so I can move them. That's not a problem. I just really didn't want it to get cold and them not have each other to get warm by. But I think they're probably old enough now that they can probably be fine just by themselves, or just maybe 2 of them together. Might do that, just so they'll have a companion, not just put them in their own cage just all at once. But I normally change them out whenever they get old enough, and put the boys in one and the girls over here. But now that I've got Jesus going over there, that's not going to work out for me. So I guess we'll see. Megan has been over here sitting on this nest right here, and this one came in and got in the nest instead. And Megan was raising holy cane this morning, and I told her it's going to be fine, but I think she's really wanting to sit. She won't sit just anywhere. She hasn't sat yet and had babies. She's too nervous when you put her in a cage by herself. And if she gets in a cage like this, they all want to lay in there, and you can't keep them out. And so that doesn't work out for me. It doesn't work out for her. It doesn't work out for them either. Because she can't have 50 eggs underneath her, and they don't know when to quit. Look how beautiful this is right here. Isn't she just adorable? Just adorable. And usually this is the nest everybody wants. And look, it has no eggs in it. Isn't that funny? I think they just want to fight. I think that's it. I think they just want. Do you just want to fight, Megan? Do you just want to fight? It's time for me to trade out the tops on these things too, because they'll start pecking on them, and then they'll start eating them, and that's not good. This one needs changed out. This one needs changed out. That one up there needs changed out. So it's time for me to do some maintenance work out here. I'm surprised that these girls have left these nest boxes alone with the straw, though, because it just seems to me that first thing they want to do is they want to come in there and they want to peck through all that straw and see if there's anything that they can eat. And look at here. Almost all the straw is gone in these boxes that I put straw in. And this one will come in here and it'll just be all moved all over the place. And I've got one here laying, got one here laying, got one here laying. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sitting on a nest laying. And then I don't think anybody... I moved this over out from under those cages, and they will not get in them. They will not use those anymore. I think they were going in there because it was darker on that side and they couldn't be seen. Over here they can be seen by the roosters and by other hens, and they won't leave them alone. So I think I'm going to move those back over there. It's just hard for me to get the eggs out of the nest over there when I've got a lid on it and I've got that cage so low. I think it'll be all right though. I'll figure it out. But boy, I tell you what, they are just in here, they're nervous. That's what the problem is with spring here, and with all of the varmints out. Well, mainly it's not the night varmints that we even worry about, because they're all in the house whenever it's nighttime. But what they worry about is the ones overhead. So it looks like that hen is up there in that. I didn't want them to get up in it. I wanted them to hide under it. Because if they get up in it, the next thing they're going to figure out is they can get up in that tree, or they can get over that fence. And the fight's on between me and them to get them back in, because they don't want to get back in because they see all that stuff out there they can eat. That drives me crazy. Maybe they can't get over there from this far. I don't know. Look how pretty he is. Look at Kazoo. Kazoo is not making any noise at all anymore. He's not cock-a-doodle-doodling. He's not kazooing, and he's not making a hen noise either. I tell you, he's just got me baffled what he's doing. I'm hoping with these new baby chicks that the roosters will get along a little bit better, because they'll have more hens for each one. Each one of them has to have 10 to 13, and I don't have that many with that many roosters to let them get along and have their own little community. If they don't have a community, they are beat up bad by the other ones, because that means that they're not the strongest one, and it's the strongest one survives out here in the wild. Even though they're domesticated, they're still wild. So with that, I'm going to go finish up doing what I'm doing, and I've got some people coming over for eggs today, so I'm going to make sure that I'm here, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. If you like my channel, I have a lot of people come on here that's only watched, that this is the first time that they've watched, and I'm trying really, really hard to do more things for my animals and get monetized. It doesn't cost you anything just to subscribe. So, and I'm not asking for money, I'm just asking for subscribers. So if you don't mind and you like my channel, and you might think you might want to watch a few here and there, I would really appreciate it. If you could watch to the end, that would be wonderful too, because that's what YouTube looks for, is if you click on it, and then if you watch it till the end, that really does, and then subscribing and commenting, that all of that does it for me, and I'd really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.